truth is you're still in space. Use your mind, use your vision, use your dream. I dream of it. I dream of it. And I saw it. And I would get up every day and I would try. I know that you have unlimited potential in you. I know that you have something to give to the universe.
Knowing who we are is hard. Eliminate who you are not first. You're going to find yourself where you need to be.
Everybody wants destiny. Everybody wants manifestation. Everybody wants fulfillment. Everybody wants the next level in the relationship and a higher quality of living. But nobody wants to eliminate distractions. Nobody wants to disappear for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and get into a place where you can focus on just you. What if you could just shut out every distraction? What if you could just shut out the world for just a season and focus on you? A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. Can you unplug for just a moment and focus on you? Focus on what matters.
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Fired up, ready to go ahead and dive into this amazing Thursday. I'm loving the energy in the chats, by the way. Everybody tapped in. This is what it's all about, throwing the laws, and this energy is contagious. So I love to see it. Sending blessings to all of you. Hope you've had a great week so far. As you can see, we're doubling down today on top of yesterday's training on success from A to Z. Today is going to be not part one, getting into part two. So JoJo in the building. I see you've been absolutely dominating the gym. You're looking great. It's evident. We can see the work that's being put in. Cedric in the building. So great to see you, brother. I love it. The growth is evident from everybody. Amazing to see. Now let's go ahead and get into today's topic. But before we do, let's get a little bit of gratitude. As always, down below, productive week. Love to see it. What's everybody grateful for coming into the morning where focus goes, energy flows? So let's start the day, as always, with a little bit of gratitude to get the energy right in here. And we're going to go ahead and get live on IG, and it's game time. Success from A to Z. Part dose. Let's go. I love it. So grateful to be alive, fam. So happy and blessed to be on here with each and every one of you, to be able to see the journey, to be able to see and witness the growth. So glad to be able to be rocking this morning rituals and routine for 420 days now. JoJo, I can see you. Absolutely grateful for the body. So grateful to be alive. Day 420. Locked in. Love to see it. JoJo, day 104, I believe. Congratulations. Kyle Johnson in the building. Bobby, let's go. Fabio, love to see it. Tapped in. Slim Fields, what's happening? So grateful to be alive. So grateful for these skill sets. 1111, paint your vision. So grateful for the leadership, for the access that we have. And once again, for all of the skill sets that we are all maximizing here in 2023. Kyle, we definitely got to catch up, brother. It's been a minute. Awesome. So let's dive in for today. So today we're getting into success part 2, right? Going over the second half of A to Z, right? And yesterday we left off. Who knows where we left off yesterday? Shane and Talina, it's good to see you. Who knows where we left off yesterday? What letter? 104 days. All right. So if you remember, we left off yesterday at N, right? Never give up. Congratulations. You're doing awesome. All right. So now let's get into O. Okay. O is going to be standing for overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges, overcoming little bumps that are in the road. Okay. I'd be lying to you if I told you any of us were not going to have obstacles. We weren't going to have challenges. We weren't going to have trials and tribulations on the road to this journey, right? A wise man, E.A. Prince, he once said, I've never seen any such thing as a smooth mountain. Why? Because the ridges, the ups and the downs makes the beauty. Just like for every single one of us, the ups and downs, this is what makes us who we are, right? Some of us have been experiencing some challenges in our life right now. it might be hard to see in the moment, but I promise you, even for myself to really be able to understand it, everything in life is what? It's happening for us and not to us, right? There's always a lesson. There's always a silver cloud in the lining, right? How many of you guys know about the yin and yang sign? There would be no such thing as yin and yang if we never had to overcome, if we never had to grow, if we never needed a little bit of faith. There would be no such thing as life if we never needed faith to be able to do anything. So it takes the law of polarity. It takes both sides. I don't know about you guys, but when my back is against the wall, the fire's the fire's lit, right? When there's no other option, when we need to make things happen, the work gets done. There's no other choice. So we don't have to be back against the wall. We don't have to be pressed up against with all this pressure of life to be able to go ahead and take that action, to make the decision, to realize that no matter what obstacle comes in the way, think about it right now. I want everybody to go like this. Take a deep breath with me. If we've overcome everything that's already happened in life right now, I want you to realize that whatever comes in the future is going to be a pebble compared to what it is that we've already been able to grow through. This is what the personal development for. The personal development is not for the great days. It's for the character building days, right? Lady Boss Nikki in the chat. I love to see it. Ortega in the building. Let's go. Finding the balance. Absolutely, Bobby. So next, okay, let's get into P. P is going to be power. Everybody go ahead and drop down in the chat. Power. Okay. There we go. Laptop's dying on me. Okay. Power. Power to be able to overcome what it is that's going on in life. Power to be able to step into our greatness. The power to be able to realize that each and every single one of us, we're all blessed with talents, skills, abilities, a voice, a story to be able to impact lives. It's funny. That's actually going to be my theme song ending out for today. You guys know that song? I got that power in me, right? You got the power. This is real. There's a difference between having power. There's a difference between having strength. Let's go. Yell it in the parking lot. Go ahead and scream it out. Get the emotions out, right? I advise you guys today to go ahead and let out a chairman scream. Go ahead and let out your emotions, right? Go ahead and let out the warrior that's inside. You know what that's doing? You're gonna allow your nervous system to vibrate, your vagus nerve, to be able to let out all that emotion. Why do you think in a football team, whenever they celebrate, everybody goes crazy? Because you're vibrating that vagus nerve. So if you get a chance today, go ahead and take a second and go let out your power. Go let out your emotions and see how that feels. We've all got a lion inside. We've all got more power than we could ever imagine. It just takes being able to tap into it. You see, there's a time to be a beast. There's a time to be aggressive, right? In the gym, to be aggressive, to be able to take massive action in the field. But you see, somebody that's powerful, they also have the ability to be able to be calm and tranquil, right? That's why they say, I would rather be would you rather be a gardener in war or a warrior in a garden? You see, many people right now, they're gardeners in war. They haven't taken the time to really do the deep work, to really take time for themselves. Now, when the war hits, they're gonna be a little bit confused. They're gonna be a little bit anxious. They're gonna be a little bit terrified. But you see, the warrior inside of the garden, they're ready for anything. They're ready to go ahead and plant the plants, to feed them, to give them nutrients, but they're also ready for war at any time. And what do I mean by war? War from the external world, war from everything that's going on social media, war that's going on with negativity, war from the family members that are speaking lack into your life. A warrior in the garden is tranquil, but they're also ready, so they don't have to stay. They stay ready so they don't have to get ready, right? That's real power, okay? Next is going to be Q, quitting, okay? Quitting. We talked about it yesterday. There's only two ways that people fail, and I truly believe this. If we do nothing, or if we truly stop believing in ourselves. It's only two ways. Every chairman was once a Platinum 150. Any educator once blew many accounts, including myself. I've blown many accounts to go ahead and keep going. There was times, can't even say quit, facts. There was times along this journey where I've asked myself, like, is this really for me? Am I gonna be, I'm telling you guys right now, there's been times in my car where I've literally broke down crying inside of the parking lot when I was showering at LA Fitness, asking myself, is this for me? I've already tried out so many different things, never made money with any of them. For those of you guys that don't know, if you name it, I've probably sold it, right? Energy drinks, hair products, shoes, cars, real estate. And for a lot of them, I never really found success, but I always understood. The only way that we don't reach our success is if we don't try, we don't take any action at all, or we stop completely believing in ourselves. Okay? Quit quitting. Every chairman was went to Platinum 150. Every educator had many failed and blown accounts. They turned into lessons. Friend in the building. Let's go. Okay? Absolutely. This is for me because I didn't come looking for it. It came looking for me. The law of attraction is real, right? Just like the law of gravity, so is all of these laws of the universe. You just can't see them physically, but I promise you they're real spiritually. Next, R is going to be respect. Okay? Respect for yourself, respect for others. Respect is everything. Okay? Here's the deal. If we don't have respect for ourselves, the world is never going to respect us either, right? Isn't it funny how when we start taking care of ourselves, when we start really treating our body like a temple, the world, the universe places in the right people, places and circumstances into our life. You already know, tapped in, right? How we see ourselves, the world directly sees us. So if we're constantly living in lack, why is nothing working out in my favor? Why does everything keep going wrong? Well, guess what? The world is going to bring a direct reflection of what it is that we're most dominantly thinking. You guys hear the same things all the time, but someday maybe it's going to click. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if we start the day already, nobody's going to join my business. My content's not going to reach anybody. My message isn't important. Nobody cares to hear my story. I promise you the world is going to reflect those beliefs. But the beautiful part is it also works on the opposite side. You see, if you have the confidence, if you know the power in your message, you know you have value to give today, you know your message is meant, maybe not for everybody, but it could be meant for that one person to go ahead and land on their shoulders. And that was the message to change the game for them, to change literally the whole year of 2023, to allow them to make a decision today to maybe change 2024. Say, you know what, today's the day, enough is enough. But this only happens when we start respecting ourselves. So if you want to bring in big leaders in your organization, if you want to attract in real savages into your business, here's what I had to learn. It takes us becoming the best version, right? Think about it like this. On a scale of 1 to 10, whatever level leader that we are, we're going to attract that level leader and below. So if we're currently a level 4 leader, we're going to attract that level 4 and below. But if we want to go and attract and duplicate massive success, it's going to take us growing ourselves up the scale as a leader to a 5 to a 6. Because here's the deal. Whatever level we're at, we attract what we are. We have to hunt and above. So if we're at a level 4, we have to go hunt 4, 5s, and 6s. Wouldn't it be easier to go ahead and have more doing less? If we could go ahead and just become that individual and let the law of attraction truly work in our favor. Not saying don't be a hunter as well, but let the laws really work for us, right? The saying is row your boat gently down the stream. Yes, this is an uphill climb, but at the same time, with the right skills, resources, mentorship, and guidance, we can make this process flow. Comes with respecting ourselves and then being able to respect others. And I promise you, everything is going to start flowing. Okay. S. We don't chase, we attract. Absolutely. S is going to be strive. Casey Murphy, Mills in the building. I see you. Okay. Strive for greatness, right? Strive. Everybody go ahead and type strive down in the chats. You see, running a marathon, here's the deal. Okay. Not only are we going to have to take strides, but we're also going to have to be able to strive for goals, be able to strive to becoming 1% better every day, to be able to strive to say, you know what? This is the month I'm ready to tap into these skill sets. This is the month I'm done being afraid of what other people think. This is the month I'm ready to go ahead and leave it on the field because I'm right there with you. right? Never been a better time than right now during this last 90-day stretch before we get into December, before all the holidays kick in. Let's light the fire now so we've already got gasoline coming into 2024, okay? So that's going to be strive, right? What is one thing we're going to do today to go out and strive for greatness? Let me know in the chat. What's something that we've been afraid to do? What's something that we might have been nervous about committing to? What is one thing we're going to go ahead and take action with today? Let me know down in the chat. Let's keep ourselves accountable, right? Maybe a video. Maybe we're ready to go ahead and get out some content. Maybe we're ready to get some value. Maybe we're ready to make some new connections, okay? Reaching out to 10 new people, shooting that DM, dropping 10 compliments on people's stories, getting some new engagement, okay? Present the business, new posts, getting that event rolling in the city, right? Game planning for that. All of these different things, great ideas, right? Even for us, we're going to be game planning an event as Shane comes over here, comes back to town, so we can go ahead and run up this city, right? Love it. A lot of big things are in the works. Let's keep it moving. Next is going to be T, right? I've only got a handful more. Stick with me. T is going to be time is limited, so let's make the most of it, okay? When my sister passed, I looked at time completely different, right? And I gave myself a real sense of urgency. And I believe there's two biggest things that separate almost any chairman and any educator and anybody that's really successful in general, just as a whole. You know what those two things are? Right here. Two keys. One, their level of belief is disgusting. The level that they see for themselves is different, right? And two, the second major key that I believe successful individuals truly utilize, that I've just noticed from studying them the past 6-7 years, is urgency, right? They had a different level of urgency. I don't know what it's going to take, but even for myself, when my sister passed, this is what I told myself at 21. What would I do if I only had until 27 years old to live? How would I live my life? How would I take action? How would I greet people? How long would I keep procrastinating if I knew I had a shortened window to be able to really live? And since I was 21, that's literally how I lived my life. Every day was a day that I didn't want to go ahead and waste. Every day was a day that I wanted to go ahead and max out and make the most of. Because if we're being honest, nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. My sister was healthy as an ox. My sister, and boom, in a matter of a blink of an eye, you never know. So when Waddles D. Waddles says, change the way we see things, the way we see things change, it's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. So true. So true. Okay. Next, U is going to be umbrella. Umbrella. We're over here in Florida. We just had a hurricane. Safe to say it rains a lot. It's going to rain in our life as well. So an umbrella is to protect for a couple different things. An umbrella that we wear all the time. We have an umbrella for the storms. We have an umbrella for the haters. We have an umbrella to go ahead and block out the negativity. We have an umbrella for every area of our life, right? Just like we stand guard at the door of our mind. Well, that's essentially what our umbrella is right here. You're going to have haters. We're going to have storms. We're going to have people that come out of the cracks that go ahead and talk. But one thing I want you to understand, if we don't have haters, if people aren't coming out of the cracks, you know what I notice? We're not doing enough. We're not taking enough action. So I start to get excited when people start coming out, people start to comment negativity. Think about it. Somebody's taking time out of their day to go ahead and comment negativity on your post. If anything, I'm sympathetic for them. They're that upset. They have that much going on in their life where they have to spread negativity, spread their negativity across the floor. So they want somebody else to feel what they feel. It's cute. But I started to realize this, nobody's opinions are going to pay my bills. They're not going to affect where it is that we're going. Okay, so if we have haters, that's a good thing. Number two, the storms, they're going to come, but they're here to go ahead and develop us and allow us to grow, right? I'm learning every day just with all of you, okay? I'm going through the storms as well. Next is going to be V, victorious. Victorious in all that we do, okay? This is, I don't know if you guys all seen it. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down in the chat. But for a lot of us leaders, we actually signed pretty much a check to ourselves yesterday, right? We signed a check, and here's what the check states. Let me see if I can pull it up because I want everybody to see it. I'm going to drop it in the chat again, but I'm going to let you guys know this is what it said. And this is just getting real, raw and honest with ourselves, real, raw, and honest with the individual in the mirror. Here's what it said, okay? I, whatever the name is, commit to being the best version of myself these next 90 days. I commit these next 90 days to be uncomfortable, to push myself to the limit that I have pushed myself to. 3, I commit myself to accomplish the next logical step in the next 30 to 45 days. I commit to show up for myself every day. I, Dylan Fine, commit to showing 3 to 5 presentations a day, 3 to 5 new enrollments per week, promoting my business every day, exposing 10 new potential students to the business, watching the entire IBO Academy. I, Dylan Fine, commit to the next 60 days to run my first home event. And it's signed, date, written, boom. So I'm going to drop all this in the chat so everybody can go ahead and keep ourselves accountable. And here's the deal. This could be about trading. This could be about building your store. For everybody, it might be a little bit different, but the commitment has to be there. I can tell you right now, if we can't speak it, if we can't write it with confidence, the future is going to be very difficult, right? But those that can truly feel it as if it's already happened and truly put it out there, this is where the magic happens. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the chat after this call, and we'll see who's ready to go ahead and take the challenge. Go ahead and drop, I'm ready. If you guys are ready to go ahead and take the challenge to go all in, not for anybody else, but for ourselves, for these next 60 days to really lock in to finish 2023 with a bang. Let me know. 60, 90-day sprint. Okay. Next, let's go. I love to see it, Shane. Talina tapped in. Okay. I got 4 more for you. W, win the day. Or actually, Lou, Teacup Lou, he actually had a phrase, right? Win the minute, win the hour, win the day, win the week, win the month, win the year. Pretty logical. Win the minute, win the hour, win the day, win the week, we win the month, we win the months. We're going to have a phenomenal year. So guess what the focus is? Day by day. Today. Let's just lay each brick as best as we can. Let's lay today's brick as best as we can lay today. Let's leave it out on the field. And then tomorrow, we're just going to focus on laying the next brick. The next day, we're going to lay the next brick. And I promise you, after 60, 90 days goes by, we're going to be able to literally pick our head up, look back, and see the empire that we built. I promise you, this is how it works. Don't worry about running, looking up every 2 seconds, because every time you look up, Michael Phelps talked about it in the Olympic race. He said, you know what separates me from so many people? A lot of times when people get close to the finish line, they always like to check to the side to see how far the opponent is. You know what he does? He's always locked in and focused because he understands that every time that he goes and wastes time looking at somebody else, stopping a little bit to see what's going on over here, he cuts milliseconds off his time. And you know what they say? Games, championships, the Olympics are won in seconds, are won in minute details. I realize the same thing goes with life. Great nugget from one of the best in the world. Success leaves clues. It's great for us to pay attention. Okay. Next, 3 more. X. X is going to be X-ray. 1% better every day. Just envision it. Absolutely. Okay. X-ray yourself before we X-ray others. Okay. I used to be the type of person to blame a lot of my life, right? I used to blame the president. I used to blame the news. I used to blame the economy for why I wasn't able to see success. I used to blame others online making massive amounts of income about, oh, they got lucky. Oh, they got blessed with a lucky situation. No. It's easy to make excuses. But you know what the real truth is? No, they actually put in the work. A lot of them actually really put in the time. A lot of them actually really did the deep work, took a lot of time to study, do due diligence, work on themselves, and beat at it day in and day out. And now people see this amazing thing manifest, not knowing what happened behind closed doors. All of the work that went in behind what most people see. Okay? So X-raying ourselves before we X-ray others. This is huge. This is why we do our self-audits every single Sunday. We ask ourselves these questions. What did we do great this week? What can we do better? And what's the focus? What's the resource? What's the talent we can really apply coming into this next 7 days? This is why self-evaluations are so crucial for all of us, because everyone's going to be different. But it takes really taking the time to do this so we can allow ourselves to take the self-criticism and really sharpen our own swords. Okay. So this is big. Criticism in a good way, right? It's healthy criticism. Two more. Why? Why is going to be you can change your life. You, right? I have family members, that have different addictions. Some of them have been with drugs. Some of them have been with alcoholism. But if there's one thing I've noticed, and this was maybe one of the hardest lessons that I had to learn along the journey, and it's just like success. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can make the decision for us. I can't make the decision for them to stop drinking. I can't make the decision for them to get off their addictions. They have to make it for themselves. Same thing comes with our dreams. Nobody can want our dreams more than we want it for ourselves. Yes, it's possible. Yes, that's what a mentor is there for. But the whole goal is for that to switch. Yes, sometimes we can go ahead and give you that energy, but when you really feel it, when you really have that inside, when we're really captivated by our vision, where it is that we're going, everything starts to shift. Because we start to really believe that we can achieve success. We start to really believe that we can go out and break the chains for our family, break the chains for our legacy. So only we can make this decision. And last but not least is Z. Z is going to be zealous. Zealous. Let's go ahead and go on Google. Let's look up the word zealous. Zealous definition. I like to look at words. I like to see what it is they really mean. Okay. Love it. Zealous definition. You ready? Characterized, ardently active, devoted, or diligent. Is eagerness and ardent interest in the pursuit of something. Someone who is zealous spends a lot of time and energy spent supporting something that they desire. So becoming zealous, right? This is what they mean by really being able to go ahead and leave everything on the field, really being able to go ahead and tell our story, not being afraid of what anybody else thinks. Why? Because we truly believe in the vision. We truly have a supporting community that allows us to all have this safe space. We don't have to be afraid of what other people think. Think about it. A bodybuilder is never going to make fun of somebody for going to the gym. A doctor is never going to make fun of somebody for studying their tests. Lawyer's never going to make fun of somebody for failing the bar because they understand what it takes. Same thing here. No one's ever going to talk down on you here because we know there's a journey, there's a process, and every one of us are built for greatness. Sometimes we just need a little bit of help lighting that fire. So dreamers, with that being said, Sammy in the building, King Wolf, it's good to see you. Alessandra, let's go. If you guys got any value from today, that is my training part 1 and 2 for success from A to Z. If you guys got any value from today, go ahead and drop some 3s down below. Smash that like button if nobody told you today. I'm proud of you. I'm grateful for you. And I'm so excited to see the continued growth in all different areas. I'm talking about in our body, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, right? It's already done. So dreamers, remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Have a blessed day. And we're going out and turn these dreams into reality. Get to work. It's game time.